Lauren.
I'm Susan. I'm Stephanie.
And Armani, who's not here right now. But this is our skit for Gender COMM on how men and women communicate differently. In the scenes that are going to come, you are going to see the 5 different types of love languages expressed. We have gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, and quality time. So these are all different types of ways that people can express love. Gifts, you are giving gifts to another person to show that you were thinking of them.
I got you guys something.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Hey, so I know you've been really stressed out about your car situation and everything.
Yeah.
And, I wanted to give you a gift, and I got you a car.
You got me a car?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
What?
over there. Yeah.
You're amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's mine. We have acts of service, which involve doing things that you think the other person would appreciate. This can be opening the door for someone, doing the dishes for them, things that show that you care about that person.
Oh, let me get the door for you.
Thank you. You're so nice.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, I got you. Let me get it. I got it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, what's up? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Am I give you a right class?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey,
What's up?
good.
Good to see you.
You want to go to class, yeah?
Yep.
All right, let's go to class. Words of affirmation are a way that you can build someone else up based on how you appreciate them. It can either be about their physical qualities or their characteristics. It can be spoken to them, or it can be written out in a note. It's showing how you appreciate them through words.
Can I talk to you about something?
Sure, what's up?
Okay, so okay. So, you've been in like 2 of my classes, and we've worked on a couple group projects, and this is gonna sound really, really weird, but why are you making that face?
I don't know where you're going with
Okay,
this.
okay. So, I like you. I like you.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a guy. I don't know how to express myself, but I've just been around you. Your love for God. You're so sweet. You're so kind. Your nails that have no nail polish. They look so nice, but
Thanks.
I don't know. I just like you. I just like you. Can't believe I just said that.
I mean, I like you too, and
Really?
yeah. I mean, the way that you ride your hoverboard, you just like fly, and it's so cool, and you're just so easy to talk to. You make me laugh. It's
Yeah?
so great, and
So do you want to go on a date or anything?
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. In terms of physical touch, this can be either in a romantic setting or as just friends. In the romantic setting, it would be things such as holding hands, kissing, but from the friend's perspective, it can be things such as giving someone a high five, just hugging someone, showing that you appreciate them by physically touching them.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Good.
Quality time is not only the talking to someone.
It means you like being around the person no matter what you're doing. So that means you can be in the same house, you can be at a basketball game, you can even be in the library doing homework, but it's just the fact that 2 people are in the same area. Steph, what year are you?
I'm a junior. What year are you?
Senior. Have you done your internship yet?
No, not yet. I'm planning on doing that next semester.
Okay. Do you live on campus?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I live in Lasta. What about you?
Oh, nice. I live in UV.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. This homework is so easy.
No, wait, serious question. Do we have homework for Balmusa outside of this, or we do?
I don't think so. Let me check. What?
What? Look at that. Look at that thing right there. Look at that. What is that?
I don't know.
See that?
Oh, the avocado thing?
Is it an avocado?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Oh, it's funny. It's like the cool one too.
I'm comfortable like this.
you already eat today or no? You want to go eat?
No, I haven't eaten yet.
You have just seen some of the positive ways that love languages can be enforced. However, there is the counter side where people do not share the same love languages and conflict can then occur. In the scenes to come, you're going to see different conversation styles between men and women, both in group settings and one-on-ones. Also, keep in mind to look out for the different types of love languages and how they're being used in these settings.
You finished the assignment for nonverbal comm?
Yeah, I got it done last night.
That's good that you got it.
You guys, I need your advice.
What's up?
So my roommate and I, we're in a huge fight right now, and like, there's really a lot of like disorganization with like our chores, and I'm starting to get really frustrated, and I think it's like affecting our friendship. The apartment's really dirty, and like I'm not sure what we should do, and like I'm not sure like how to handle this conflict. And Armani, like, what do you think I should do about this?
Let me think. It's simple. Just tell them to clean up. Everybody needs to pull their weight. So just be direct with them and let them know.
It's a little more difficult than that, though. You can't just be that direct. You just have to sit down and talk with them about it and see who can do what.
Yeah.
Have you tried communicating with them about it?
Just let them know straight up. This is not complicated. Just let them know.
Yeah. That would
Hey,
be awkward,
keep your-
though.
How would it be awkward?
Because it would create tension if you just tell them that they're not pulling their own weight.
But sometimes you have to be direct with people in order for them to get the point. So I don't see what's the point of beating around the bush.
You can communicate in a way.
I think too, like the friendship aspect of it is really important to me. So I don't want to be too direct and make it too aggressive. Like I really cherish like our friendship, so I don't want to
That makes sense.
make into a big argument.
Definitely.
So I'm not really sure.
I would just sit down with them and say that, you know, you're a little frustrated because you want them to have a clean apartment with you, and you want to make sure that no one gets stuck with the work and that you're all pulling your own weight so that no one feels as if they're like having to clean up after everyone else, and you feel like it'd be the most beneficial to the relationship.
Look, man, it's simple. If your friend's gonna get hurt over you telling them to clean your room or they're a part of the house, then maybe they're not your friend because it's really not that serious, okay? Just tell them, pick up your stuff. It's not that complicated. Be direct and be assertive. Okay? That's how you handle the situation, from my perspective at least.
So in the first scene, you see two friends talking and a third friend comes up and starts discussing a problem. She's very frustrated. So the male responds by being very direct and automatically wanting to fix a problem, whereas the female friend wants to listen to her and nods and smiles and encourages her to continue speaking. The male becomes frustrated because he views it as simple and wants to get straight to the solution, whereas the female is more understanding of the fact that it is a awkward situation and that it's not just about fixing it, but you also want to maintain relationships, and that's why you can't just go straight into fixing a problem.
Did you finish the assignment for nonverbal?
Yeah, I finished it last night.
Was it hard?
Yeah, it was really hard, actually.
Guys, I need your advice. I'm like really upset. So my roommate and I, we got into like a huge fight about chores and how everything's been really unorganized, and our friendship is kind of at risk right now, and like I'm not sure how to fix it. And there's no real, like, we didn't come up with a resolution, we were just arguing, so I'm not really sure like what to do at this point, and I don't know, I just need your guys' advice.
Okay,
I know what you
so I think you should, because you want to keep this friendship, you should sit down and be like, hey, you have some time, can I talk to you? Like, this is really important to me. I feel like if we're going to live together, we should still respect each other's space. I don't want to cause conflict, but this is something that's really been put on my heart that I feel like I need to talk to you about. So just try to see if she can be understanding in that aspect, maybe.
Okay, yeah, no, that's really good.
I know it's probably difficult just because you want to maintain a good relationship and you don't want to like kind of hinder the relationship and make it awkward, but at the same time you do want some changes to take place. So I think that's a good point, just having them sit down and, you know, discuss with them what you guys can do differently, who can take on what tasks.
Also, you guys can go get ice cream or something too. I feel like that would work. So like, hey, do you want to go get ice cream? And then,
Yeah,
then you
like,
talk
make it,
about
like,
the problems then.
positive.
So then it's like a friendly environment as well.
That's a
Okay.
good idea.
In the second scene, you see the male gender flexing in that he is direct and wanting to fix the solution, but at the same time he is sensitive to the needs of the girl wanting to not only fix the problem, but also wanting to connect and maintain relationships with her roommates. He goes on to state that by going to get ice cream, it makes it more of a positive experience, so he's more sensitive to the environment in which they're in and the way in which the message is being delivered as opposed to just going straight into the message. He does also have a softer tone, and you also see the female nodding and saying, I know what you mean, so identifying with how the girl is feeling.
So what do you guys want to do for the gender comm play?
Maybe we could focus on like the relationship aspects and like how people communicate and just how girls communicate differently than guys. What do you think, Armani?
What?
Can you please pay attention? You honestly always space out. What's the point of being at a
Like you're not even
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to.
You're honestly here, but you're not listening. Yeah. Sí, mírame en los ojos.
Are you even in this class?
Oh.
In the second scenario, you see a group of classmates discussing what they are to do for a project. The male isn't very attentive, so the females do become very emotional, and they go on to act on that emotion, and they end up yelling at him. This causes him to want to avoid the commotion, and he becomes more withdrawn. He looks away and does not make eye contact with them, and is less likely to engage in the conversation.
So what would you guys like to do for our gender communication play?
I think that we should really focus on like the different dynamics between male and female relationships, whether it be friendships or romantic relationships, and just how they communicate differently.
That's a good idea. What do you think, Armani?
What?
We really appreciate your feedback, so if you could please listen attentively and contribute. We're really interested in hearing what you have to say.
Well, I was thinking for one, I was just thinking of another idea. So, although I may not give you guys eye contact, I'm still listening. My idea is that we should all come together and find out each other's schedules and see if we can actually work on this presentation.
That's a great way to start.
In the second scenario, the male is still unattentive. However, the female responds in an effective way in that she gender flexes. She's very soft-spoken, as she's also very polite, but she does take on male attributes in that she is more direct and does call him to action, as opposed to just being passive about it. So he responds well to that because she's being polite, but at the same time, he has a clear understanding of what she desires because she's not being indirect, she's being very assertive, but in a polite and a soft-spoken manner, which encourages him to cooperate and be attentive for the remainder of the meeting.
All right, so Valentine's Day is coming up, and I want to take you somewhere special. So where do you want to go eat at?
I mean, I just want to spend the day with you.
Chick-fil-A,
so-
Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A.
You think I want to do a Chick-fil-A on Valentine's Day?
Lauren, what do you want?
I just want to spend the day with you. I mean, it doesn't
Okay,
matter where we go.
but what do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
Lauren, what do you want?
Food. I
Okay,
said
Chick-fil-A.
food.
Okay, come on, Chick-fil-A.
No,
Let's go.
not
Let's go.
Chick-fil-A. In this scene, you see a woman who is using hedging. She is not being direct in what she really wants and expressing how she feels, and therefore creates conflict within the conversation.
Okay, so Valentine's Day is coming up, and I got you a matching necklace to match my gold chain.
You did?
Yeah, I did. So you can go ahead and put that on. And also, I've been thinking too, we can go wherever you want to go. Cheesecake Factory, Joy's Crab Shack, anywhere you want to pick, and I'll take you anywhere.
Let's go to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's where our first date started.
Boom.
Now you will see the woman in turn being direct in what she really wants, expressing her feelings. This way she is gender flexing and she is using the male characteristics of being direct in a conversation, but at the same time she's still being polite, and it does not create conflict, and they're able to come to an agreement.
Can you not talk about the gun that's right here? I have not seen it yet. What? I have you recorded on my phone. I'm about to go back to the apartment, turn it on, and watch. Hey, what was that real nice to say?
Hey, that was Clay Thompson, 3.5. Right there. Clay Thompson.
You're a Warriors fan now, all of a sudden.
3.5.
I'm too scared to break a watch or something. I'm like,
Hey,
I thought he shot it. Okay, so in this scene, you have a couple of guys playing sports. They're obviously shooting around playing basketball. And during this scene, they're engaging in report talking, which means basically sticking to safe topics, not talking about anything too deep. So you're going to hear them talk about football, basketball, most likely anything else but their emotions.
I'm really worried about Brittany. I haven't talked to her in such a long time.
Yeah, I know. Like, what's going on with her?
I think it's because she got her new boyfriend, so she's like not spending any time with us, and like it really upsets me because like I miss her. She was so much fun to be around.
I know. I don't know if she resolved that issue with her parents either, so I'm worried. I've been trying to text her, but she doesn't respond until much later, and we've just been missing each other's phone calls.
Yeah, and like I don't really know anything about her boyfriend or like who he is, and I wish I was able to like get to know him more too as like a friend. And it's just I'm really worried. Like I'm not sure what's going on with her. Like I hope he's a really good guy. Like I just want the best for Brittany. Like she deserves it.
Definitely.
Sure.
Maybe we'll meet him soon.
Yeah, I hope so. So in this scene, you guys see 3 girls talking, and they are doing rapport talk, which involves social maintenance and connection. So they are talking about subjects such as relationships and emotions and feelings.
Thanks for watching!